Imagine living in a universe where every idea you have can affect how things turn out in your life. That is the influence of an optimistic outlook. Has the possibility that your thoughts can alter your life ever occurred to you? Being joyful or having an optimistic demeanor aren't the only aspects of having a positive mindset. It's about much more profound stuff. It's a state of mind and heart that looks for the good things in life and expects good outcomes. Regardless of external events, preserving a positive mindset enables us to confront unpleasant situations with greater hope and optimism. Why is this significant now? As you can see, our ideas are like magnets that draw situations and results that confirm our beliefs. Your everyday life can be completely changed by adopting a positive mindset, which can impact everything from how you approach chores to how you engage with other people. It has the power to transform obstacles into chances, mistakes into teaching moments, and hopes into reality. Let's explore this a bit more. Think about your relationships, for example. Positive thinking strengthens our relationships with others by encouraging trust, empathy, and open communication. It improves our social interactions and connections by motivating us to see past unimportant problems and concentrate on the positive aspects of individuals. And the story doesn't end there. The advantages of having a happy outlook also extend to our general well-being. Positive thinking lowers stress, strengthens the immune system, and lengthens life expectancy, according to studies. It's an effective instrument that can enhance our emotional stability, mental toughness, and physical wellness. A cheerful outlook is essential in the world of success. It inspires us to work toward our objectives in spite of potential roadblocks. It cultivates tenacity and self-assurance, two traits essential to success. We can access chances and success that were previously unthinkable by adopting an optimistic outlook. Thus, your thoughts have the ability to alter your life. Interesting, is it not? Is there any science to support the power of positive, you may be wondering? Now let's delve in and discover how the power of positive thinking works in the fascinating fields of neuroscience and psychology. Numerous studies in the field of science support the effectiveness of positivism. For example, a Johns Hopkins University study discovered that those who have an optimistic mindset are much less likely to get heart disease. Additionally, improved stress management and a more robust immune response have been associated with positive thinking. However, how does this operate? How may the way we think impact our physical well-being? Our brains, which are complex organs that undergo lifelong changes and adaptations, hold the key to the mystery. Because of a process called neuroplasticity, our experiences can remodel and strengthen connections in our brains. Let's now visualize our brain as a complex system of roads. On these highways, negative ideas are like potholes. They cause hiccups and disturbances. Conversely, constructive thoughts are like a well-kept, smooth roadway that makes travel easier and more productive. Positive thinking is like laying the way for this smooth roadway every time we do it. Our brains are being trained to prioritize these well-kept highways over those full of potholes. Our brain grows less prone to succumb to negativity and more predisposed to positive with time. Positive thinking also causes feel-good hormones like dopamine and serotonin to be released. Not only do these neurotransmitters increase our happiness, but they also sharpen our minds, foster creativity, and help us solve problems better. Put another way, positivism gives us the resources we need to overcome life's obstacles. There you have it then. Positive thinking is more than simply a catchphrase for inspiration. This phenomena, supported by science, has the power to alter our experiences, impact our health, and rewire our brains. It's evidence that our ideas can have real, physical impacts on our bodies. Science therefore supports the efficacy of positivism. It's a physiological fact rather than merely an intellectual idea. So, how do you harness this power of positivity? Although it may appear like a difficult undertaking, it's actually easier than you might expect. The first thing to do is to develop an attitude of thankfulness. Consider the things for which you are thankful as soon as you wake up each day. It might be as easy as a nice cup of coffee on a bright day. Recognizing the positive aspects of your life can be a little but effective way to start the day on a happy note. Being mindful is yet another effective technique. It's about not worrying about the past or the future, but about living in the moment. It involves paying attention to your surroundings, your feelings, and your thoughts as they come to you. You can identify harmful thought patterns and swap them out for more constructive ones by being aware of them. Let us now discuss positive affirmations. These are affirmations of good thoughts about your life and yourself. Simple statements like, "I am capable" or "I am deserving of happiness" can serve as them. Throughout the day, Tell yourself these affirmations again. Make these your mantra by writing them down and repeating them aloud. These affirmations have the power to transform your perspective and raise your self-esteem over time. Next, take into account the people and surroundings that surround you. Being in the company of positive people can significantly alter your perspective. Limit the amount of negative people you interact with and seek out those who encourage and uplift you. Recall that optimism spreads easily, and your own thinking will reflect more of it the more of it you are around. Lastly, keep in mind that using optimism to its fullest is a process rather than a final goal. Not allowing negative ideas rule you is more important than never having any bad thoughts at all. It's about making the decision to see the good even in the face of adversity. Recall that emphasizing the positive should take precedence over the bad. But what about those persistently bothersome negative ideas that always manage to find a way in, you inquire? I can tell you that we are all familiar with them. It comes with being a human. The secret, though, is to learn how to properly handle them rather than getting rid of them completely. Recognize your negative thoughts first. They are a part of you that is attempting to protect you, not your enemy. Perhaps they are alerting you to the possibility of failure or reminding you of previous errors to avoid making the same ones again. Understanding that they have a part to play rather than agreeing with them is what it means to acknowledge them. Next, ascertain the source of these thoughts. Are they the result of fear, from earlier encounters, or possibly from what society expects? You may rationalize them and see them for what they truly are, just thoughts, not facts, if you know the underlying cause. It's time to deliberately turn your attention from your negative thoughts to the good ones, when you've recognized and understood them. This is about making the conscious decision to not allow your bad ideas rule your thinking, not about ignoring them. Recall that energy flows in the direction of emphasis. Therefore, try your hardest to see the good in any circumstance. Let's now discuss a few useful tactics. Affirmations that are positive have a lot of power. They function as tiny mental cues that you are strong, capable of overcoming any obstacle. You will eventually come to believe them if you tell yourself these things every day. Utilizing visualization tools can potentially influence the game. Envision yourself conquering challenges, realizing your objectives, and becoming the person you desire to be. These visualizations can actually alter your mentality because your brain is unable of telling the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Recall that it's acceptable to think negatively. The secret is to resist letting them rule you. Rather, make use of them as stepping stones to a robust and upbeat mindset. Becoming positive thinking negative is a process, not a finish line. However, each stride you take forges stronger you. And that, my friends, is the power of positive thinking. Now, let's connect it all together. What impact does this optimism have on your achievement? Envision a robust tree that remains upright and unflappable during a tempest. This is how positivity can be powerful. It strengthens our ability to weather the storm, not makes it go away. Being positive enables us to persevere, overcome hardship, and get stronger. It increases resilience, which is a vital component of success. We are not just surviving when we approach life with an optimistic outlook, we are thriving. Rather than viewing issues as insurmountable barriers, we are welcome them as chances for progress. Even in the face of adversity, our resilience is what keeps us pushing forward and helps us achieve our objectives. Think about the field of creativity, which is a place where invention and fresh ideas flourish. An optimistic outlook helps us see outside the box, which stimulates innovation. It inspires us to venture out, try new things, and take chances. It is the spark that starts the creative fire that eventually leads to discoveries and achievement. Not to be overlooked is productivity. Our desire and motivation are fueled by positivity. It provides us with the energy to focus and approach our jobs with vigor. Positivity increases our level of engagement and productivity. Not only are we finishing tasks, but we're finishing them well. Let's now discuss success tales. Consider Thomas Edison as an example. He never lost hope in creating the light bulb, even in the face of innumerable setbacks. Instead of seeing each setback, he saw them as stepping stones toward triumph. His final success was largely due to his optimistic outlook. Or take Oprah Winfrey, who became one of the most powerful women in the world after overcoming a life of poverty and adversity. She credits her success to having an optimistic view on life and having faith in her capacity to go past challenges. Recall that your mind is a strong instrument that you can fully utilize if you approach life with optimism. Your mindset is the first step toward success.